I will say one last thing before we close out. You guys probably are already familiar with this, but because I didn't get a chance to make a full video just kind of going through some of these things, I wanted to make sure you guys walked away with a tidbit that came out of D23's Expo panel. So a lot of this stuff that's coming to Disney Plus on November 11th is going to be really, really sweet. So if you guys didn't know, the full Simpsons lineup's going to be there. Much of the MCU films are going to be back on that platform. In HD, you can download it on your phone, all that stuff for, I think it's $7.99 or $6.99 even for the streaming service. And then you can get the bundle with Hulu, ESPN, and Disney Plus all together for, I think it's $12.99, which is really, really good deal. So all that, and then the Clone Wars is going to be on there. You're talking about a new Lizzy McGuire sequel series here with Hilary Duff reprising her role. High School Musical, the musical series first trailer is out. That also premiered. So there's going to be a lot of cool content as far as like musicals. That's not really my speed, but I'll probably check it out, just a couple episodes to see if it's any good, if I like that kind of thing. I usually stick to the superhero and action stuff. So, who knows? Maybe I'll enjoy it. Also, Forky asks a question. I'm not a big Toy Story fan, I'll be honest. So for me, this is just like, I don't know, maybe. I mean, it looks kind of funny. So I'll probably give it a shot and see how that goes. I'll watch it with my wife, maybe on a movie night. Same with Monsters at Work. This one does intrigue me. I like this one. A really fun premise that kind of plays off the idea that when they change from scream to laughs in Monsters, Inc., a lot of the monsters just don't know what to do. So they have to kind of go to school and get their degree and learn how to be like their top scarers. They were educated, they became top scarers, and then the whole industry shifted. And now they have to learn how to be good at their jobs, harnessing laughter, not screams. So that's going to be a really interesting concept. I really like the idea. Also, Marvel's What If got a lot of big news, including, just as a headline so you guys know, they did confirm they're going to be doing Marvel Zombies on What If. So that's really, really tight. Lots of fun things going to happen there. Peggy Carter, many of the MCU actors are coming back to reprise their roles in the animated series as vocal actors. So there's going to be a lot of that, and they confirmed that it will be in the MCU continuity. So these stories by nature will take place in and around the universe, multiverse, and timeline of the MCU, but it is canon within its own right. So you'll see a lot of fun things happen there with the actors and actresses we love so much. That's going to be fun. Marvel's Loki. I already mentioned this one. Not a lot more to say, but I do think that this is going to not only explain why Loki allowed himself to die at the hand of Thanos, not only why he went back and he took the Tesseract and where he went with that, but also what's going to happen with his sister, what's going to happen with Hel. I'm pretty sure, and this is my speculation on the series, I'm really excited for it, but it's going to lead into him becoming young Loki, or Eichel, and taking hold of his destiny as someone that doesn't have to be stuck in the villainous role. He's still deceptive and devious, but he's trying to be better. And so when he gets his second lot in life, or he gets a second chance rather, he will take that and try to become a hero on the Young Avengers. So this is what I believe will happen. It's going to set him up to become a Young Avenger, played by a younger actor, I'm sure. Who knows? Maybe it'll be like Asa Butterfield or someone. But whoever they pick for the role, I'm sure it'll be just fine. But it's going to be a really, really cool thing. And then also Marvel's Falcon and Winter Soldier. A lot of rumors are coming out about that. I'm just going to wait and see what's going to happen with that. There's some people that are very disappointed with what they're hearing. But again, it's hearsay. I'm not disappointed so far. I think that I have faith in Kevin Feige and what they're going to do here. I'm really looking forward to it. Two of my favorite characters that did not get enough screen time, even though Winter Soldier had his own film, I really, really like Falcon. I really, really like Winter Soldier, and I can't wait to see them play in the series together. WandaVision is going to be nuts, and it's going to be ridiculous, and it's going to be funny. That's one thing. It's going to be a comedy, and it's I'm really excited because we can't possibly really get our minds around what will happen in this show, except that if it's leading into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, it'll probably have something to do with her literally losing her mind. She is going to become emotionally unstable, mentally unstable, and through the loss of the love of her life, Vision, and her brother, she will basically probably snap and rewrite reality in the only way she knows how to cope, which will probably be a life with Vision in a human setting. And it'll end up playing out kind of like a sitcom, some sort of like happy, fun, campy, comedic sitcom, which is what we've heard so far. And I'm actually really excited because the cast is hilarious. They got the Asian guy that played Asian Jim on The Office. He was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. He was the probation officer for Paul Rudd's character. Then they also got I can't remember her name right now. Maybe they'll say it right here. They're gonna basically base it off of the Dick Van Dyke type show, like some old school half classic sitcom, half full MCU spectacular, which sounds nuts. That sounds insane and super interesting and cool. Here we go. Kat Dennings from Thor will return as Darcy Lewis. Randall Park will be returning as Jimmy Woo. And this is interesting. Catherine Hahn plays a nosy neighbor. If you guys haven't seen Catherine Hahn, she's freaking hilarious. Everything she's in, she makes 10,000 times better. And I'll just leave it there, but I'm really excited. Let me know if you guys are excited as well. And lastly, this will be the last thing we talk about here as far as movie news updates, so we can get you guys out of here. Three new Marvel Disney Plus shows have been confirmed and announced: Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and Moon Knight. This is huge. Miss Marvel, I think, will become probably a leading either collaborator or part of the Young Avengers team that will hopefully be announced soon. And then that's not confirmed as far as the Young Avengers, but it's like the writing on the wall. Everything they're going towards looks like it's going Young Avengers. She-Hulk, I really hope they lean into the law aspect of that. I mean, obviously, we want Hulk to smash. We want She-Hulk to smash. Stick to the smash. That's going to be sick. But I really would love to see them really dive into a law-based show and show her, prosecuting and defending and doing all kinds of cool stuff with different clients and getting into crazy criminal mischief with her clients. That would be fun. That'd be awesome. Also, Moon Knight is going to be just ridiculous. It's going to be so cool. I can't wait to see who they cast for all three of these roles. It's going to be really fun. Boss Logic's already been going nuts with the art for these things. Rosario Dawson was one for She-Hulk, which I do think is a really cool pick. I mean, she was in all of the Netflix series shows, but it obviously shows that they don't care about the Netflix continuity because they took Cottonmouth and made him Blade. So they really don't need to shy back from taking Rosario Dawson and putting her into the role of She-Hulk. I think that'd be really cool. And you guys can let me know how you feel about that. And Moon Knight, I just hope they pick someone that has really good chops to play split personalities or multiple personalities, because that's kind of what Moon Knight does. Is he's got like 3 or 4 alter egos, like a cab driver and the actual Moon Knight that goes out and beats people up. Tons of different facades he puts on, and then in some storylines he just amalgamates, and then it becomes like a break in his actual psyche. So a lot of fun stuff coming. Stargirl, Timmy Failure, live action Lady and the Tramp, Togo, Noel, a Christmas film, Muppets Now, Diary of a Female President, Star Wars The Clone Wars, which I'm psyched about, Rogue One series, which will be dope, featuring K2SO and Cassian Andor, which they're really cool characters. I particularly like Alan Tudyk's K2SO. I can't wait to see them get into more mischief and spy missions. That'll be really sweet, and I have a lot of faith in that because Rogue One was a really, really good movie. One of the best made in recent years, if I'm being honest. I really like that one, and most people I've spoken to have agreed with me on that. And if you disagree, let me know, because I don't want to just be stuck in this little bubble where everyone thinks the same way that I do. And then The Mandalorian, which is obviously that's their gold rush right there. Everyone's gonna start like in November with the series. They'll probably plow through The Mandalorian, and that's when people are going to be considering, should I cancel? Should I not? And then but all this other content will hopefully keep people on that track, spending their money with Disney. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi series was confirmed. So if you guys didn't know that already, Obi-Wan Kenobi series has been confirmed with Ewan McGregor, confirmed to be back for that series. So no date yet. They haven't. I mean, they're just barely starting to talk scripts, or it says all the scripts have been written for the series, and it will begin filming in 2020. So 2020 is when it's going to start to film. We may not see it until 2021 or 2, depending on how much they want to tackle before they get it out to us. So yeah, lots in development. And if you guys weren't excited for Disney Plus already, I know this news is a little bit older, but nevertheless, I felt like I needed to tell you guys, because if this is going to be the first weekend updates series, or rather everything you missed this week, I want to make sure that you guys have legitimately everything and you can know everything you need to research. You know what I mean? So feel free to skip back through this thing, and I would really appreciate that. Also, if